So here's a bizarre one that I couldn't resist covering after one of you guys sent it over to me. About a guy who became convinced that his girlfriend was actually having relations with her brother, her biological brother. I mean, what are they, in Alabama or something? However, you're going to find out, no, this was an elaborate hoax to cover up her cheating. However, our guy here definitely has revenge on her and it's pretty funny, worth 5 minutes of your time. Title: I think my girl is cheating on me with her brother. I, a 31-year-old male, have been living with my girl, a 29-year-old female, now for 3 years, and everything has seemingly been fine. We are both close with our families, so I've never found it weird that she wants to spend so much time with them, but it's come to my attention recently the way she acts with her brother, a 26-year-old male. I know it's pretty late in the relationship to be discovering this, but as far as I've seen online, this kind of thing happens within the family fairly often. What? Where are you from? Alabama? Fucking Arkansas? No offense to the brother. Somebody's going to be from Alabama or Arkansas is going to watch this, but you got to have a sense of humor, guys. And she and I are both pretty introverted and like to stay in. But if her brother invites her out, she dresses her best, better than she dresses for me, and always quickly agrees. She's been spending the night at his house more and more recently, and always comes home wearing clothes that were borrowed from him. What the fuck? This is when you start tailing her. When I'm with them in person, it seems like she's pretty touchy with him, and the way she makes eye contact with him kind of scares me. This is seriously effed up. How do I confront her about this? Am I sick for even thinking this to be a possibility? A quick update, he says, because there's a bunch of questions, I guess. This is her real brother. I've been to multiple family functions, including him, and I thought that about her using him as an alibi, but they always have a way to prove they're together. Whenever they go out, they say it's a siblings night and I'd be invited another time. I don't know why she spends the night there. He does live alone and is currently single. It might be because they get too drunk, they go home, but the bars and clubs are a short Uber away, so I don't know why she wouldn't come back home. Well, maybe something else is going on, amigo. The reason I just don't want to leave is because everything we have is tied together, and things, especially right now, are extremely expensive, so just moving out and getting a new place would not be easy. I'm going to talk to her tonight when she gets off work and see if there's anything she's hiding from me. Oh, I guarantee there's plenty being hidden from you, my man. And by the way, guys, bear with me with the rain here. Show must go on. It's Florida, and we're having a 3-day non-stop storm. I won't accuse her of sleeping with her brother, but I'll make it known how I feel and what my concerns are. Thank you for all the responses. If you're going to accuse your girlfriend of sleeping with her brother, please have your phone turned on and record so I can see this. He says, another update. Thank you for the advice, guys. I will not confront her tonight. I believe you are all right, and I need to gather hard evidence to show before I make a move like that. I don't want to follow her. I don't want to follow her as far as that is too much for me. Going through her phone is a possibility, though. I do feel it's pretty invasive, and I don't want to just ask her straight up going through her phone. Does anybody else have a suggestion? He also says, okay, I went through her phone when she got home, and there are multiple men she's talking to. Of course. It ain't her brother. She goes to her brothers to sleep with them. Her brother is the pimp, huh? There are multiple texts back and forth from her brother, with him calling her sexy and even pics of her in a bikini, so I don't know if they're sleeping together or not, but it's a weird relationship either way. I think he's hiring her out. That's what I think's going on here. I'm extremely hurt, but thank you for the advice, people. I don't know what I'm going to do here, but I thought I'd just update quickly before deleting my account. Here's what you do. You end it with her. But you know what? You got some evidence, so watch what he does. He says, I took some pictures of the nudes and conversations in her phone that she's had with other guys and confronted her. She acted like I was the bad guy, of course, until I said I would go to her parents. There you go. You got leverage. And of course he's the bad guy because he went through her phone, and how could he think that of her, blah, blah, blah. She begged for forgiveness after that. I told her I won't tell her parents if she moves out and lets me stay in the place we've had, so she decided to move in with her brother for the time being. He was so much of a pussy to show up. He was too much of a pussy to show up to help pack, but with my help, we had her completely moved out in only 2 days. Awesome. Don't let the door hit your butt on the way out, honey. I outed her to her parents anyway, and that made me feel good until her brother sent me a nasty text about her being in the ER for trying to off herself. Number one, that's funny, he told her parents anyway, because hey, you know what, she's a piece of garbage. 2, if she tried to off herself, she's a grown-ass adult, that's on her. And 3, how do you know this is even true, given their history of not exactly being truthful? I think it was a stunt for attention, but I'm still worried, of course. All my friends and family know as well of what she did, so everything will end up fine. I'll be able to handle the rent for a while on my own, but I'm going to focus on my career and keep living life. I think I came to Reddit because I need a place to dump my thoughts, but I appreciate and showed support. It's nice to see that people give a crap. Thank you very much. So there you go, guys. She wasn't, well, I don't think she was doing the brother, but I think that very much he was using the place for her to cheat. But the way he was described with the pictures and all that stuff, I almost think that he was almost like they're running a business, if you catch my drift. I gotta watch what I say here on YouTube. So anyway, guys, never think something's too crazy. You always have to do some digging, some investigating. And if you get labeled a bad guy for going through the phone, goddamn rain, if you get labeled a bad guy for going through the phone, so be it. But anyhow, that'd be a pretty funny one to go over here on this rainy Tuesday.